Hi, everybody. Welcome to the 2-Hour Track Challenge. My name is Ben_Burns. Today we're going to be making a song in 2 hours or less, or your money back. See, the sneaky thing about saying that is that you're not paying money, you're paying time. So I don't have to give you anything back because it's free. So we've lately been on a kick of like lo-fi house music, and I kind of want to see if I can keep that going. I won't probably keep the same naming conventions because they're getting kind of absurd. But we started a timer, so house music. I've been sticking with the 115. So yeah, I kind of want to stick with that general theme and see if we can go somewhere with that. If not, it's all good. Like I said, if I can find something in 5 to 10 minutes that tickles my fancy, I can roll with it. If not, I don't have to roll with it. That's the beauty of being an independent artist. I can do whatever the heck I want. So, didn't want to load it. I just wanted to preview it. I think this will be a good kick. Like I did last time. Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy? Like I did last time, I'm going to kind of crop this down. Get kind of a real good thud. Hey, Captain Subtle. I'm doing well, man. It's kind of weird, like how not the stream delay, but the notification delay, just kind of like everybody piles on like 5 minutes after the stream starts. Hey, Vincent, what's up, buddy? Cool. So again, I don't know how hard I want the kick or anything like that. I'm going to keep it simple. And if people are getting sick of the house music that I'm making, I mean, kind of too bad because it's been a long time since I've made music like this. Oh my gosh, excuse me. This might be an arpeggio. I was thinking about Monarch again. Oh, wow. It loaded up right for me. That's nice. I was thinking about Monarch again and how we might be able to make some cool stuff with this, so I wanted to try it. But I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I must have used Monarch the last time I used Reactor. Which was probably a million years ago. I don't use Reactor as often as I should, which is too bad because there's like so much cool stuff that you could do with it. I want to do something like super sidechained just because reasons. Oops. So 522 divided by 2 is 266. Yeah, close enough. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little too aggressive. Oh yeah, Form is awesome. Form is something I should go back to as well. I really love Form. Oh, that's really nice though. Yeah, so this might take us somewhere. This is more of a bass then instead of an arpeggio. Version of Centipede. I did not know. Oh, really? Nice. The nice thing with Monarch is that like you can it's pretty flexible when it comes to like how you choose to do stuff here. So I can easily So there's a lot we can do with that. In fact, I might just do something like that right now. Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of rolling with it right now. I'm going to lower the resonance though. My dad just sent me a text about birds. Okay. My dad just sent me an MP3 file about birds. I don't think he knows that I'm streaming, but I'm totally going to like send that to my computer and see if I can put that in the song. Oh. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. We'll see. First of all, I want to see if this is like bird songs for the curious. Holy shit. That sounds like a modular synth. That's rad as heck. I'm totally going to steal that. The brown-headed cowbird. I think I got it. Nope. Let's try again. Save as. Save. There it goes. Okay. Now we're good. I don't know where it was super random. I guess my dad just found it and he thought it was cool, and I super agree. But it's like, you can't say that doesn't sound like a synth. Yeah, I need to look at the new Twitch channel page. I'm texting my dad back. I'm totally putting this in the song I'm working on right now. Hey, Madam Barry, how are you? So, this ended up being more of a bass. So let's drop this into the basses section. Doing well. Yeah, Madam Barry, I noticed that you had updated your Twitch new Twitch page, and I'm gonna have to ask you like what you did, because mine looks like stinky butts now and I want it to look better. So I don't think it's terribly hard. It's just like a new layout. They did tell us. Oh, I thought, nah, whatever. I'll figure it out then. Oh, geez. This is going to get away from me, isn't it? Okay, we've got to just do one of these. I'm going to just say right now, I kind of went off into uncharted waters right away. So we'll see if this ends up as anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a Valhalla delay here. And we're going to... We'll pull that horribly implemented better above the video. Yeah, I just need to look at it more. I think that 522. I think that everything will be okay. And like you said, to be fair, it's not like awful. I just need to look at it. So now I can go into the delay channel here and pop that in. Like this. I think that this cutoff goes a little too hard. Anyway, this is so wild. Ugh. Dad's reading a book about bird songs, which is why he sent that to me, apparently. But yeah, like I'm just kind of rolling with whatever. So if you guys think of something that you feel would fit for this, you feel free to let me know. Because right now I'm just kind of, let's just go like this. That's so loud. Just chill out. Hey, Trey, what's up? He's sending me more. I only need one, Dad. I'll check out the rest later. So that's a weird mix of sounds, huh? I think the bass is a little kind of ridiculous. Hey, have a good night, Trey. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. He sent me like 6 text messages. Yeah. this is actually kind of awesome. I just don't know. I just don't know what to do. I can give it like a little bit of Valhalla Room, just to give it a little bit more depth. I mean, the file he gave me was like 2.5 minutes long. So the reason why he sent this to me is he said that these birds have 2 vocal cords, one for like high pitch noises and one for low pitch noises, and it was just interesting that the birds are able to use both concurrently to create like really unique sounds, and I agree, but I don't know. I don't really know what to do with that knowledge. So right now I'm just kind of derping around and coming up with weird ideas. But it's kind of cool. Not going to lie there. So I need one more sound, and then I think we're good for this. It seriously sounds like a modular synth, though. It's kind of crazy. So I'm going to just kind of do this, and we've got kind of a weird 8-bar loop. And like, what do you do to this? This is like, at the same time, really aggressive and super chill, kind of. Okay, so this last one doesn't work as well as I hoped it would. I am going to just warp it. That should help. Yeah. No. Ableton, you listen to what I say. Blend it. Blend it how? I was kind of thinking about maybe putting a little bit more effects on this, like a phaser, see if that does anything. So where does this go? This is like real dark house. Oops, I wanted to splice. What happens if I just search for dark on splice? Oh, this isn't in C, this is in G. Ooh, rare kalimba. Nah, that's dumb. I can only imagine that Rare is their brand, but it's real stupid and dumb, and I hate it. It makes it sound like it's like an eBay listing, where it's just like, oh, this is a rare amiibo that everybody owns. Oh, I'd love a preview of this if you'd like to give that to me. Or not. I mean, I guess you don't have to. Do I need to pay for it? Is that how this works? That's not how it works, by the way. It's just like, I hate it when audio previews. What is this? What is this trash? Why does Splice allow this? This is like somebody just exported the stems of a song. Ugh. 8 cents well spent. This is why I hate Splice sometimes. I think that it's a really good company until it's not. Oh, kind of fit. Actually, I'll look for some drum loops. Oh, hell yeah. That's like super in the vibe of this. Let's just go like super dark house. I'm down with that. Like, we've done dark ambient. Why can't we do dark house? This one might get a little rough, and like in a good way. Finding a good rhythm for this, I think, will help. Yeah. Where are we going? This is like a background thing. I don't want this to be as loud as it is. Hey, Ninja, how you doing, buddy? You could invert this. Conversely, you could turn this into a sidechain, because that's basically what I'm doing there. Yeah, okay. Like, for real, I have no idea where this is going. But so far, it's kind of neat. Obviously, we'll work on making this a little bit more dynamic. The thing about this type of music, though, is that it's often not super dynamic. It's often just like, these are the loops. I think yeah, let me try this. I think that instead of having like claps on the 2 and the 4, we can have one clap on the 4 of the second measure. And then have like a super subtle clap. So check this. We'll have that. And then we can run that through like, let's just use Chrome, because I think that that's our best bet there. Yeah, what do we call this, man? We dampen a lot. So. So it's a little loud, but that's a little quiet. Now, I think we need it to be splashy like that. Father birds. Yeah. No, not there. It would be here. Roost. That's kind of a good name, too. Okay, and so, like, I've never really made music like this before, so I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going off of, I mean, this is like how anybody makes anything, and they're just going off of experiences of what they've done in the past. So now I'm just looking for like a real simple donk. These samples are disappointing me. Why does it take so long to load between samples? Okay, well, let's go to the 707 kit. I think that has what I'm looking for. I was just looking for something that maybe was a little bit more processed. No, maybe not. I guess it was 808. Yeah, I was kind of just looking for that. Just put a donk on it. Yeah, honestly, I need something that has a little bit more power than that. Okay. Hey, Jeff, what's up, buddy? I saw on Twitter that you got like a viral YouTube video recently or something. She was kind of like blowing up on YouTube. That's super rad, man. Hope that's been going well for you. Don't forget us little guys when you're at the top. I just want something that's like real minimal, and all of these have like distinct layers and chorusing and stuff. This is like the most annoying part of music production. See, and that's like too close. I don't want things that close. I want things to be like processed. And I don't really want to clap either. That's nice. Like, what have they been about? Like, I unfortunately didn't see them. I just saw you talking about them. Yeah, we're a half hour in. Oh man, we're a half hour in already. That's okay. This is all sound design. This is why I don't do... That's a little better. That's why I don't do a whole lot of electronic music, because it's all sound design. So what I'm going to do is, since I want this to feel a little further away, I'm going to put a slight reverb on it. And just set it to 100%. That should, like, push it away from the listener. Yeah, this is going somewhere. No. But yeah, how have you been doing, Jeff? Like, I've seen you posting around on Twitter a bit, but I haven't really been super active lately. It's kind of like mental health stuff, you know. It's just trying to stay sane. I'm sure you know how it is. Yeah, it's all good, dude. No, I'm not like... It's just trying to figure things out. But yeah, like, yeah, it's good that you're still doing stuff and you're getting recognized for it. Like, that's all that's... What, I was gonna say that's all that matters, but it's absolutely not. Trying to get into tech repair stuff. Yeah. So I saw you were like repairing iPhone things, and I think that's like really rad. So one of those must have taken off then, huh? want to like super clip this. Oh, nice. Awesome, dude. Oh, congrats. Hopefully that actually gets you a couple bucks from YouTube as well, because I know that can be an experience in itself. I think I make like $10 a month from YouTube for like having a couple thousand views from the How to Use FamiTracker series. So hopefully you're getting some ad revenue from that. It's good stuff. I mean, if you don't want to talk about money, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I hope that it's doing well for you. Heck yeah. Yeah, like, I think a lot of people have found me through that series, and I'm okay with that. It's like, what do we need with this song now? Maybe some pads? Because, like, this style of music is all about, it's all about being relentless. It's not necessarily about having like a long flowing melody or something like that. It's about just having a rhythm and a drive, and something that I've ever tried to look myself up. Yeah, there's a couple Ben Burnses out there. One of them's a police officer in like off like the East Coast, I think. So I have like a Google alert set to my name, and sometimes something pops up and it's never about me. Which I think is kind of funny. Well, I mean, is that one me? Because I am a graphic designer. Now I'm curious. Foreign Service Officer, that's the one. Must be somebody else. Narrator, Benjamin Burns, Storytell. Is that me too? It must be. I don't know. There's so much stuff out there. The thing is, like, I went to college for graphic design. I just never really use it. Which isn't to say it wasn't valuable. It definitely was. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do everything on this page if it wasn't for my college education. It's like not what I do. Hey, Dark, what's up, buddy? Man, all these famous people are coming slumming with me today. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm glad everybody's been doing well. Like everybody's been doing great lately. Everybody's killing it, you know? Whatever you're supposed to say when people do well. Yeah, you guys are famous. You just have to put up with me now. Be like, you guys need music in your video games and videos? I'll do it for exposure. But yeah, like, so I'm thinking about, I'm not really talking about the music I'm making. If anybody has questions about what I'm doing, feel free to like interrupt me in the chat. I'm just kind of like tooling around right now. I'm just kind of thinking about adding like a little like chord stab or something. I don't know if it'll do anything, but I think what we're looking for now is just layers and texture, and that's pretty much it. Like we can make a song out of this, but I'd rather add more layers and make it more interesting. So that's kind of what I'm working on now. I want to really push these into the background too. I'm pushing a lot of stuff in the background because I want to focus on the bass. And another thing I should be doing is I should also listen to this with my headphones off for a second, because that's where my subwoofer lives. And I can see if, actually, no, this needs to be Valhalla delay. I can see if everything's going to be okay on that. No, I have delay. Okay. So good about, well, the thing is, like, I'm able to kind of dink around in Ableton. I know what I do. It's kind of like just I'm on autopilot. I don't know if you've ever watched Northern Lion. I mentioned him in quite a few videos. But he has a series about Binding of Isaac, and he basically that's kind of what I do too. When he gets into a position in Binding of Isaac where he's like basically won the game and he doesn't have to worry about playing the game anymore, he just riffs forever, and like I would love to get to that point. Oh, awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. Like, I absolutely love that album. It makes me so happy when people, like, talk about it. Hi, Tuxie. You're stinky today. Ugh, you just came in here and farted. Thanks, Tux. That's real nice of you. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Yeah, he's been a grumpy boy today. Been like not eating super great, but I don't think he likes it when I feed him. I think he likes it when Teen feeds him. So it's like, what are you gonna do? She's not around right now, so it's like, well, I gave him the good stuff and he ate that, but now he wants more. And I'm like, well, no, because that'll give you more farts. Yeah, he's actually been really good for the past couple weeks. He gets really good, and then he has a couple bad days, and then he gets good again. And it's like, you know, he's like 17 or 18 years old, so what can you expect? Like I would be grumpy too. So yeah, I'm thinking about putting some kind of weird oscillating thing on here, and this might sound real bad. But that's okay. Saw 3 and square 3. So yeah, that's real bad. That's a sound. Oh, I don't think I want to use that sound. I'm just kind of looking for, and like I was saying, I don't think I need like a strong melody. I just need something that kind of, yeah, basically that. Even the slightest bit. Yeah, man, I'm glad that you're doing well, and I'm glad that Hyperdot like got so many views and downloads on the Xbox, man. I'm so glad that you're doing well with that. Like, that's awesome. So I hope that keeps going well for you, and I hope at some point in our lives again we can actually meet in person when this dumb virus goes away. But until then, I hope you keep doing well, my dude. I'll definitely check you out. Yeah, everybody's awesome. You're all awesome. You're beautiful. Isn't that what Keanu said? Hell yeah. Bum. That should be it. I need to make this a little bit rougher. Hey, dude, like, I'm sure it's not as bad as you think it is. But beyond that, like, the fact that you made one, and this is actually something that Shaka Panda and I talked about on our podcast yesterday, which I don't know when that's going to go out. But the fact that you sat down and made one probably makes you better than 90% of the other people out there because they didn't make one. And the dedication to the idea of making one is worth more than you probably think. It was a really good talk with Shaka. We were talking about grit. Nice. Awesome, Vincent. Thank you. I'll definitely check that out when I'm done here. Cool. Where are we going to go with this song? So we got a lead. We've got basically everything we need. That wasn't meant to rhyme, but I guess now's the time. So let's bounce over here and let's just get rid of drums and just see if we can get some loops. God, I have 1,300 credits. What's up with that garbage? So I'm just going to grab random stuff at this point. And yeah, that's my name is Ben Burns, and I'm here to say I make minimal house in a major way. Hey, Em, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? I can't talk. You want to hear what I have? It's kind of wild. God damn it. This one thing. Get out of here. I spent 8 whole pennies on that, and I regret every second of it. Oh, hell yeah. Give me that. Never told y'all. Oh, awesome. Congrats. Now you can be a cog in the system. Oh, actually, that might be cool. Eh. Oh, I'm totally taking you. Abducted. Feel like I need one more thing. How did some of this stuff get on Splice and they didn't like the other things? Like I should put more stuff on there. Research or refresh. One more time. Okay. Sure. Let's get some Tycho in here. Why not? Or some Tycho wannabe. Okay, Em. This is what we have so far. Yeah, that's Splice. So Splice is essentially a storefront that allows you to go through samples that people submit, and like there's a lot of really good stuff and a lot of really bad stuff. The thing that I like about Splice is I can hit random and get a bunch of just garbage, and some of it's good and some of it ain't. Yeah, Em, thanks for saying hi. I really appreciate that. I hope you have a good sleep. They captured, dismantled, and incinerated. Oh no, that sounds bad. I would not recommend getting incinerated. Why did I take this sample? This sounds bad and dumb. It sounds real bad and dumb. I guess we can go like this. Muzzy's F minor factory. I'm not familiar with that. Maybe I should be. I don't know. Oop. It's kind of a cool little layer on top of I need to massage that a little bit. Should we go into the ASMR mode now, where we massage our audio? Hello, everybody. To be an oral masseuse, which is an awful way of putting it. It's actually a nice little layer on top of that. I'm okay with that. Boop. Oops. Oops. There we go. Let's get rid of the rest of that, though. Okay, let's get into the good stuff. Yeah, this I can mess with. This is honestly just like the breakdown. So we'll keep that as the breakdown, and obviously we'll mess with it a little bit to make it our own, and really all I wanted from this is that ARP, because I can echo that ARP. Oops, how far does that go? Yeah. Cool. So that is 120 BPMs. So we'll get that in there. Groovy. Oh, come on. Look at that. We're kind of building a song now, huh? I've heard that happens on this stream. Yeah, that's so Tycho. Exercise time. Yeah, buddy. I need to do that more. Now that it's nicer out, I can start doing bike rides again. I'm so stoked for that. I'm probably going to start on Friday because it's actually supposed to be a little nice tomorrow, but I don't want to. So I'm going to start on Friday because I'm taking Friday off because I want to, and I can because I have vacation days and they don't go to the next year, so I got to use them. So yeah, Friday. So this is going to be 522. 522. For people who don't know what I'm doing with this, at the bottom down here under, it's kind of cropped off, unfortunately, but if you make a selection, it actually tells you the length of that selection in milliseconds. So I'm selecting a 16th note gap right now, and that's telling me it's 522 milliseconds, which allows me to set this delay perfectly to 522 milliseconds, which gives me this. And that's exactly what I want. That was a trick I got from Garden Sound through Garden Sound from Mr. Bill. Cause those dudes are awesome. I mean, otherwise you could do like a bunch of math, to be like, well, we're at 115 beats per minute, which means like one beat is roughly like what is one beat? Oh wait, no, one beat is okay. Sorry, I was selecting a. What the heck am I? Okay, I was selecting a beat. One beat is 522 milliseconds. So yeah, whatever. Why can't I scroll? Okay, whatever. Valhalla, go away. Okay, so I need to. There we go. Now I can zoom in. That's cool. I need to mess with this a little bit. I kind of want to put a transient shaper on this, which will give me a little bit more control over the attack. So this is kind of a hot mess right now. I'm gonna work on fixing that up, but 118. Hot mess is a pretty fun word to say, though, or a fun phrase. Wow, this is a whole lot of stuff that doesn't really mix together. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. We'll see. Because this is, yeah, maybe not. It's a little too similar to that, huh? Yeah, honestly, I'm going to keep it around, but it's not as cool as I want it to be. I think this bass is... I think the bit crushing on this bass is like detuning it in a way that I really don't like. So, or maybe Splice just miscategorized the sample as something that's not G minor, which is also possible. But I'm going to get rid of that. I really like this. I think this would work well anywhere. If it was like chilled the F out a little bit. Yeah, that works. That works well anywhere. I'm going to put a little bit of a wider on that. Shoop. Okay, and this is just too close to this instrument, and if I'm going to make a lead, I'm going to make a lead with this instrument, so I don't need that. Cool. Well, messing with all those, we ended up with one extra layer, which is kind of disappointing, but, you know, that's literally what I just used. Oh, good. Air raid sirens. How original. Might be a cool bass layer. I do, yeah. Oops. Okay, like for real, I don't need the whole thing. I don't need your life story sample. I like wider because it's free. Mostly. It's kind of anticlimactic, but oh man, that's a good sound. Get the foghorn in, maybe. That might work here. Yeah, wider is free. It's an infected mushroom patch. And I really dig it. It does a lot of really interesting things. Yeah, so this can just go as a base layer. So yeah, we can just use this as an extra layer of intensity. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm working on a bunch of layers, and then all I have to do is just arrange the song. So yeah, that's where we at, which I'm okay with. We could actually like put a randomizer on this, really. Honestly, I kind of want the sweeps though. I like that when it hits those harmonics. That's good stuff. Just come on. Hey, Zesty, how you doing, my dude? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me get you a little bit of piano in just 1 second. How have you been doing? I keep meaning to check your streams, but our schedules don't line up super well. There's the piano. There it is. Bray 209. Yeah, I saw that you've been kind of doing all sorts of stuff. Okay, now one for Bray. Thank you so much for the follow, Bray. Welcome to the studio. Where should we start? I mean, it's kind of the same as last time, huh? Hey, Fabu. Yeah, I'm doing well. It's just for you, Bray. I like to play piano for everybody who like raids and follows and stuff. I like making people feel special. Hey, Violet Spectrum. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. I guess we're playing Violet's song now, huh? Let's switch to a major key. Oh no, it's gonna go on forever. So, if those of you who are new here and not familiar, I am doing a 2-hour track challenge. The timer in the top up there is how much time I have left. I've been working on a song for the last hour. I've been working on like this dark house song, which is kind of weird. Thank you, Violet. I appreciate that. Ugh. Some of these keys are a little touchy, though. I apologize for that. Anyway, let's play what we have. Like, this song is like really weird and dark so far, but yeah, no worries. Drawn demons. Well, this is good music for it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm working with now. I think I have most of the layers done. I need to start working on like arranging it out into an actual song instead of an 8-minute loop. But honestly, with music like this, primarily it's just taking these layers and rearranging them in interesting ways, and then changing things around. Like I can take this bass line here and like really, and we can change the intensity with all that too. Okay, Toxic, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I hope you have a good one. This is Ableton Live. Yes, you are correct. I am an Ableton user. Jackalope Friday. I love that. It's a good name. I love Ableton. I was using FL Studio before. Jackalope, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. God, for some reason, my pinky just goes nuts. I appreciate that. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the studio. We are like 4 or 5 followers away from 1,000 followers, which is kind of nanners. I haven't really planned anything, but I should start. Yes, FL Studio is a little, I don't want to say friendlier, but it's a little bit more intuitive to users, I feel, because everything's customizable. You can move the panels around and stuff, and I think that that's actually really valuable when you're just starting out, where you don't have to worry as much about where everything is. But ostensibly, I don't know how to say that word. Like all DAWs do the same thing, so it's not like you're missing out when you go to a different one. Because bottom of screen, yes, this part is really good for effects and stuff. So I don't think we need any of this. What are we gonna do with this? Let's work on arrangement for a little bit. We still don't have a name for this song, which we should probably look into a little bit. But we should work on I don't know what it's called. I guess it's just like the effect rack or the effect view. I don't know if it has. I'm sure it has a specific name, but I don't know what it is. So let's minimize all this. Go like this. Get all these out of there. And then let's work on. Hey, Kari Shell. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Did I say that right? Let me see. Quarry? I appreciate that. Well, hold on for 2 seconds. I'm trying to figure out how I want to arrange this song. I want to have like a simple intro. I don't know where I'm going with this. How many left now until 1K? Well, the thing doesn't update immediately, so I'm either at 995 or 996. Thanks so much for the follow, Kawari. I appreciate it. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll have an intro that's like this. Super basic. But basic is good sometimes. Yeah, thank you. I hope you have a good one, and I hope to see you around later. Yeah. Okay. So, let's see. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because I want the intro. I also don't want this clap there. That's kind of dumb. That would be, yeah. Yeah, this, nah, I don't want to cheat the system. I mean, it would be super cool to get like thousands of followers, but at the same time, it's like I'm kind of good just growing slowly. I don't need to cheat the system to get anywhere. Like, it'll happen. Yeah, Cole. It's absolutely right. You can imply where we're going with this. Oh yeah, I know. You're just joking around. It's all good. So I'm thinking what we can do is we can keep adding layers bit by bit here. And then we can like really get into it later on. So what we have here is this is like a bird sound. Right when I started streaming, my dad started texting me bird calls for some reason, which is awesome and I love it. But and I was like, oh, this actually sounds really cool. So I decided to put it in the stream. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have kind of a build up here. I could do some more of a traditional EDM build up and have things actually like take their dang time for once. Actually go like this, bring this back in. These can hang out and wait for here. So I don't want to have this cut off like this. So this cutoff right here is what's making the bass open up. So you can hear it. So I don't want that to happen here. I want that to happen here. I want this to be kind of just oscillating and being chill in the low end. And then we can mess with it later. So I'll go like this. That is way louder than I thought it was going to be. What do I want to do with that? Do I want to EQ that down? Yeah. Yeah, like the thing with a song like this is you could do literally anything and it would probably still work. Like I'm not treading new water here or anything. It's just kind of finding a way to artistically express all the layers that are interesting and that keeps that interest going over, the 5 minutes or however long this song is. It probably won't be 5 minutes. It'll probably be more like 4, which I'm okay with. These they're not donkey enough. I need them to be more of a donk, just like, yeah. This is like minimal house stuff. I want it to be really minimal. That's funny. That does not fit here. We need to add another element here. And go like that, maybe. Hey, Jink, what's up? There we go. That's like a passive-aggressive bass line if I've ever heard one. So this is like basically the chorus. So this is what we're building up to. We can go ham on this. Like, I'm sure I can squeeze this loop out for a while. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of digging how this is going so far. So I want to see if I can actually squeeze this out. And not because it's like artificially lengthening the song, but because I think that there's a lot of interesting things that can happen in the space of a buildup. And I want to explore that because I don't often do that. I'm often like, oh, let's just get to the good stuff. But when it comes to types like music like this, the good stuff is it's the journey, not the destination. That's kind of rad, but let's not use that auto filter. Let's use a different one, because this one is, I don't want this to do double duty. He said duty. So let's go like this. I'm in a weird mood today. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. Like, sometimes I just get in these funks where it's just like I don't really want to do anything, creative or otherwise. I guess that's what depression is, huh? And I when I stream, it's like I still stream and it's still fun, but it's also like, oh man, I was not very entertaining that time. And I'm trying to be better, and the magic of caffeine definitely helps. There we go, that's better. So happy. Yeah. Happy. I also try to avoid caffeine. Not for any particular reason. It just does weird things to my brain sometimes. Or I get not addicted is too strong of a word, but I tend to rely on it. I guess that's what addiction is. I gotta have it. And then when I try to stop, I don't feel good. So I try to avoid caffeine. This is like the only time of the week that I have caffeine. It's Wednesdays when I stream. Oops. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm compensating for this fading out by fading this in. And I'm hoping that what we'll do is we'll be able to create, excuse me, create kind of an effect. There we go. just needs to be better. There we go. So it gives it a little bit more movement. And I don't want to make that too pronounced, so... Nah, that's no good. Keep the bass line driving the way it is. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to be fancy. I got to stop trying to be fancy. Let's just add... You know what I don't add very often? I don't add crash cymbals. I think that they're overdone in music, specifically like electronic music like this. I'm sorry, some of these are probably going to be kind of loud. So brace your earballs. But I think this is a situation where a cheesy crash cymbal actually works fairly well. Even if it's more in the background. And then it wouldn't be a bend song if it didn't have a ride cymbal in it. There's a tracks movement, but in a subtle way. Yeah, exactly. Where it's like so easy to be aggressive with it. It's not raining, is it? Okay. I need to close some windows if it's raining. It's so easy to be aggressive with the changes, and because like you're the one writing the song, you can like you've been listening to it like for the past 2 hours or 6 hours or whatever. It's like, oh god, this song needs to flip all over the place and be super rad and stuff. And it's like, well, no, it can be a slow burn. You can be patient with it. It's just real easy to, I mean, for me anyway, it's real easy to get into that mindset where it's just like, oh man, this song's really boring. Where it's only boring because you've been listening to it on repeat for like the last I don't know. For a last while. If you like, I have a ref track from Centipede OST. I will take that after the stream, and I will definitely use it then. But I don't want to. I don't want to play that on the stream for copyright reasons or whatever. Because I put this to YouTube, and I don't want to get punched in the butt by YouTube. I am going to put a little bit of an LFO on here for the panning. I think that should help. Oh, right, I have this looped. Obviously, I don't want to crash. Punch your butt. It might be, honestly. Probably is. Oh yeah, no, that's absolutely an Adventure Time reference. That's I'm a buff baby. I'm a buff baby. I can dance like a man. I can shake on my fanny. I can shake on my can. I'm a tough tootin' baby. I'm a punch all your buns. I'm a punch all your buns. Oh, I can't remember that. If you're an evil witch, I'm a punch you for fun. Something like that. I'm a buff baby. I can dance like a man. I can shake on my fanny. I can shake on my can. I'm a tough tootin' baby. I'm a punch all your buns. Yeah. Oh my god, it's been a while. It's a good song. You know, I did use that. I did use that in a track. I'm going to load up Spotify because... So I vocoded the I'm a Buff Baby song. Yeah, it's real good. It's one of my favorites from that season. Okay, so getting back to this. Not getting distracted. Never getting distracted. So I think what I want to do is I want to have some subtle decay boosts. Oh no, dude, like listen. And I've said this before, but if I get distracted, I don't care, because I'd rather have a good conversation than like, oh, I have to finish the song on time or else I'm a bad musician. So it's like I'm all about the conversations. So I'm basically all I'm doing right now is I'm kind of tweaking some parameters and I would like to have a break here of some sort. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to have to go the other direction, though. Yeah. Make this super aggro. Yeah, and then this'll flow into the actual like chorus of this. Well, this arpeggio didn't work as well as I thought. Hey, sweets. I guess it works better in the background. I'll leave it in the background. Yeah, it definitely could. That might be good for like a breakdown or something. Because you could... Because this would imply a... Because basically what we'd be doing there is we'd be having... Because right now it is... But if we go to this, honestly, having like a pad or something that just plays this chord would actually be pretty good. Let's put that in there. That would also give us the opportunity to mess around with some chord stuff as well. That is a G. It's a G minor with an added sixth. So it's G, A sharp, D, D sharp, G. If you want to record something, feel free to ship it over. I can send you my email address or whatever if you wanted to send me something, or you could just link. You could just link it in the chat if you do have like a Dropbox or whatever. I love having random people send me stuff like that. It's always fun. Yeah, no worries, dude. Have a good one. I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll still be here. What are we at for time? Oh, man, 35 minutes left. I want to make sure that I have time to actually finish the song. So right now I'm just going to kind of put this in as, this is like my go-to pad sound. I just kind of throw that in there. Go like this, add the side chain. What was my chord? Why did it pause like that? That's annoying. That actually works pretty well. I want to raise that up an octave and kind of even out the velocity of those notes. Oh, that's cool sounding. We want to have the, it doesn't really matter where the compressor is on that, the side chain. Yeah, yeah. So E flat 7. That's kind of, yeah, that's what I was playing before, which is the D sharp. So I was playing before, we have the G. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. You're talking about the sixth chord or the sixth scale degree. So we have this. We go to this. It's like my favorite chord progression. It's so good. Yeah, I agree. We will see what we can do with that. But for now... Is this sped up at all? No. Why does this sound so different? I guess it's just quiet. That's okay. Okay, so we don't need to listen to this first. Well, we should listen to all of it just for context. Whoops. Oh yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with that. I spent so long not really understanding music theory. We don't have a name for this song yet. What should we name this song? Somebody made a suggestion. What was it? It's Father Bird's excessively large apartment. I don't know if I like that. It's not bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. That crash is way too loud. These rides are a little too loud too. That's better. I feel like we need to iterate on this a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Like, it's all good. Oh, that's way too loud. So I actually took out quite a few layers when I got to this point. I got rid of the bird sounds because I feel like it's just going to get in the way of this lead, which I want to shine. So I am going to bring this up a little bit in volume. I realize that we're starting to run a little low on time, so I need to actually make a song here instead of just a bunch of loops. So that's why I'm kind of a little bit more in focus mode. So I'm going to pull this out like this, and then we can take these and maybe work on doing some other stuff with them. Oops, there we go. Not exactly exciting so far, but, you know, that's okay. We can actually take this and we can have it as a reminder to the bird sounds. Bird sounds. Redeemed it. Found it. That's not an AMA. I will have to check this out afterwards. Ashra. That sounds really familiar. New Age music is rad, though. I grew up listening to New Age music. It's all good. Although, if you do want to ask something, go right ahead. Increase the harmonic range. There we go. I'm mostly self-taught, which is honestly not a brag because there's huge gaps in my knowledge. I've been writing music since around 1996 or so. So I have kind of a lot of experience with a lot of different things. I played band a lot in middle school, which is where I got kind of the bug. Middle and high school, I played trombone, which is where I got the bug to explore music a little bit more. And that's kind of where I've picked up a lot of this stuff. Where I want to do something weird with this. I don't think that's the right venue for that, though. Yeah, boom player. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I grew up listening to music. My dad had like tons and tons of records. My dad was a brass player as well. He played like euphonium and trumpet and stuff. So I had a lot of like background and stuff there, which definitely helped. So that was part of it. And then I just kind of fell into the idea of writing music when I was in high school, and kind of just kept going from there. Which is cool. Like I'm super happy that I am able to do all this. But my skill set's all weird. Like I do programming and I do art and I do a bunch of other stuff. I keep saying it's like, oh, I went to college for graphic design and I never use it. And it's like, well, yeah, but if I don't really use it for my day job either. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit more of a slow burn. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, like it all adds up. Like graphic design, like I said earlier, like everything on the stream overlay and everything, that's all me. That's all stuff that I did, and I wouldn't be able to do that if I didn't have the skill set to do it. So like I'm obviously very grateful for having all of the knowledge, even though I don't necessarily use it all the time. I kind of want to go like this. Even though this is going to be really weird. It's going to be real weird. I don't know if this is going to work. Actually, let's just go like that. That actually worked really well. I'm going to do that over there, though. Because, again, I'm forcing too much change in all these loops, and I don't want to force change. I want things to be chill and cool, and then sometimes things happen. So I'm going to go like this. A lot with audio tracks. I go back and forth. I used to do almost exclusively MIDI tracks, and I really do like working with audio tracks. But sometimes like they don't always agree with me, if that makes sense. Like working with splice, for example, and stuff like that, where I'm just like, I'm looking for a specific audio track and it just does not present itself, and it gets real frustrating. I want to make this sound a lot more naked. So I'm going to go like this. This is going to sound kind of weird, I think. I like that a lot. Yeah, if we're going to do the harmonic minor, it would be right here. So let's try that. Let's attempt that. And then this would have to change too. Actually, it wouldn't have to change, especially since this is already a fifth chord, or dominant chord. And then, I mean, it's not a huge change. Oh, these should also probably. We can do a cool little breakdown here. We'll do a breakdown of 5 bars for no reason. Let's fix that. Hey, good to see you're still around. Oh man, I love switching up meter like that, but I don't think this is the song for it. Especially with 20 minutes left. Yeah, right now what I'm looking for is just kind of like a breakdown. I mean, we could like start messing with the that's pretty cool. Oop. Up the delay on this. That's not the delay I want. I want a half of that. So I'll just add it myself. So this needs to be 522 divided by 2 is 261. Close enough. It also probably should not be 100% mix. Anyway, so we can actually take this. Let's drop this down. Can we maybe add like some kind of grunge to this maybe? That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas right now. So my thought for this song is to have a little bit of a breakdown and then take this jabroni and go like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just chuck it right here. Yeah. My thought, I really, what I should do right now, since I have 15 minutes left, is actually finish the flipping song, and then, and then actually go and, you know, but that part's not hard. It's like that's kind of the end of the song. Just have it fade out like that. Go like this. Make sure that that's off. So yeah, I want to finish the song first before I get too lost in whatever sauce I decide to dive into this time. Because otherwise we won't have a song. So nice. Let's bring that down to the tonic. That's an ending. I actually kind of like that ending. God, this song's going to end up like 5 minutes. Oh well. Yeah, it's a good ending. Okay. So we have this middle bit here, which I feel could use some stuff, which is, of course, the technical term. This might sound real bad, but I'm willing to take that chance. I'm willing to take that chance for you. Wow, you can't even tell the difference. Oh, because this is the wrong flippin' sample. Come on, Ben. Get your head in the game. What do you think you're doing here? Keyframes you're doing. You don't hear their effect. Oh, sure. So basically what I did is I did a pitch shifting effect. So it basically just shifts up an octave right there. It's pretty subtle, but I think that it helps. Yeah. And I did it on the wrong instrument the first time, so that's why it didn't make any sense. Oh wait, no, I'm affecting the wrong thing. How about this? Let's see, I haven't really used this a whole lot. I want more of those, though. I don't want just one. Can I? Yeah, that works. That goes too low. I shouldn't be super fiddling around with these, but it's kind of the whole point of the song is to fiddle around with knobs. So, you know, what are you going to do? Story of my life, you know. Let's roll with that. Cool. Okay, so I'm basically just creating little points of interest in the song, and then we can tie it all together with some more automation. So yeah, Jeff, what I'm doing, these key points you were talking were keyframes. It's called automation, and it's essentially just allowing me to modify the knobs inside of there and do some random stuff that way, and that gives me control over pretty much everything if I want to. And EDM songs specifically, yeah, exactly. Like you get a lot of mileage for modulating things and just making things interesting. I'm going to do the same trick that I did before because I'm a one-trick pony that doesn't know any better. that gets obnoxiously loud without side chaining, so I need to put some kicks in still. Yeah, pretty much. The short version is that yeah. So with this right here, you can see that when I have this open, you can see this knob is changing. So it gives me the control to change all of these knobs inside of these instruments without manually having to do it, basically. So in like video production terms, it would be changing the opacity of a video layer or something, or changing the transform of the X position or something. So it would slide across the screen. It essentially gives me the power of turning all of these knobs simultaneously without me physically having to do it. It's essentially what would be, I don't think it's called lerping inside of easing. It's basically easing. So I'm basically easing this. I can change this to any particular curve, but it just allows me to change it. Real tension. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I feel like this breakdown could use a little bit more work, but I've got 8 minutes, you know? Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to put a little bit of auto pan on this section. Yeah, no worries, Jink. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. So I feel like we need some kind of lead here to kind of even everything out again. And my thought is to keep things minimal. Like, honestly, take that and go with that. G to D. Yeah, it's the end game. Maybe we can mess with this a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. But in the meantime, let's mess with this. Oh my God, Ableton. And just kind of get things. Come on. Okay. So we have this first loop. Let's iterate on this a little bit here. Is it? I might have known that. Maybe I didn't. Allegedly, yeah. That's the thing. Like people talk about like, oh, this is the saddest key and all this other stuff, and I can kind of get that, but I also just don't. Which might be a detriment to me and not necessarily the music communities. Hell yeah. Love that little switch to major. I still have not named this song, which is kind of rare, which also means I haven't saved this song. I don't have a name. I can't save it until I have a name. Them's the rules. Yeah, maybe the second bit. Maybe the second bit is more chill with the. Remember to save. You know what? Let's give everybody a remember to save for good measure.
Remember to save.
Dresden. Is that anything beyond the city in Germany? That's fair. I don't mind naming songs after towns. That's how they get popular, apparently. Sure, why not? Where the heck am I? Media, Ableton Projects. Can't think of a better name, so kind of has like a German house feel to it. Why not? I spelled that right? Yeah. There we go. Saved it with 2 minutes left to go. Ugh, God, my timing got all screwed up. Okay, well, let's not quantize this because that just made it worse. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I kind of want to go back to this. I might go a little bit over time. That's okay. I mean, we're more or less done. I wouldn't mind modulating this a little bit and making it a little bit more different when it comes to this section. So maybe I can like lower one of the oscillators so it feels a little bit more empty. So let's go like this. Come on, Ableton, you got to work with me here. Oh my God, Ableton. I'm just trying to lower this. Why is that decay not like doing anything? Is this sustain too long? Yeah, this sustain is way too long. Okay, well, that's why, I guess. The alarm's going to go off in like, 10 seconds. We're basically done. So.
Alarm, beep, alarm, beep, beep, alarm, alarm, alarm.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Hey. Oh, okay. You're not on screen. I can grab it if you want. Oh, you're just going to play? I can turn on the computer for you.
Sorry.
It's okay, I don't care. My timer just went off, so
I was gonna say you're over time.
No, my timer just went off. I don't start exactly at 4. There might be a couple more edits that I'm doing to this, but for the most part, it's done. Let's listen to the whole thing. Could use some mastering and stuff too, so let's just do that on the way. Oh, that's too much. Hats are a little too loud, but that's nothing new for me. I don't really use SoundCloud a whole lot anymore, but I do have a SoundCloud. Let me link it for you. Primarily, you can find me on Spotify, which is just abstraction.rocks. Gotcha. Well, whatever streaming service you use, if you search for abstraction, you'll probably find me. Otherwise, I have a Bandcamp too if you're interested in that. But yeah, I hear you. Yeah, for sure. When I post stuff. Gets a little loud. Hey, Alice, thank you so much for that follow. Get you a little piano when I'm done with this. Nice. One more thing I want to do with this before I wrap it up, which I feel like is necessary with tracks like this. It's to get like a dumb crash cymbal. Make this sound actually good, which is going to be a challenge in itself, I'm sure. I'm going to have to change the velocity on that because that's going to your velocity sensitivity. There we go. That's really dumb. I don't want to do that. That's lame. I don't want to do that. I don't really like those. We're pretty much done, though. We'll listen to the rest of this song. Yeah. And it works for some people. It's just like, I feel like it's too much of a trope when it comes to this type of music. A lot of people do it. Overall, it's a pretty cool song. It's a little repetitive, but that's the style of music, so I can't complain too much. It's got good stereo separation. It's well layered. Hey, Pandy Bird, how are you? It's been a while. How have you been? Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I really like this one. Yeah, Alice, I owe you a little piano in a second. Just wanted to finish this off to make sure that it sounded good. Man, I'm going to do that. That's not a bad thing. You're talking about that, right? Where is that in the spectrum? In the 1K range. I don't need that. Yeah, let's scoop out the 1K range here just a little. This is getting more into the mix down, which is usually a little bit more complicated than I go into when it comes to this, but you know. This could also use a little bit more delay. Or feedback, rather. Let's go like that. Okay, let's get a little piano for you. Cool. Piano time. Yeah, I like Valhalla delay a lot. It's one of my favorite reverbs. Although over the holidays, Native Instruments was giving away Raum. I don't know how to say it. Raum. And I really like this one a lot too. It's real pretty. Uh-oh. Yeah. I know it means room in German. I just like butchering the pronunciation. Raum. Okay, Nate, you're redeeming some noises, huh? So maybe you don't know what that is, Nate. Basically, you're commissioning a micro sample pack from me. So you're gonna have to get in touch with me on Discord and let me know what weird sounds you want me to make into a sample pack for you. The prior ones so far have been a melon, and what was the first one? Oh shoot, what was the first one? Oh, it was the Madam Berry sample pack where we took a bunch of sounds from her stream. A flat major 7. Yeah, it's all good. Is that pitching sound you, or is it? It is part of Raum, I think. I think it's this modulation right here. I wonder what happens if I crank it all the way up. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the modulation that's doing that. So it's kind of a mix between Valhalla Room and Valhalla Shimmer. Valhalla Shimmer is really awesome if you've never heard it before. Because it's essentially a delay reverb, granulizer. It does a lot of stuff. So, and then if you put feedback on it, you get this really cool harmonic series that echoes above it, which I really, really like. Which I guess is the shimmer part. I like to do, instead of an octave, I like to set it at a fifth, which creates this really cool harmonic series above the. Nice, Captain. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your perception, Valhalla patches never go on sale, but they're always $50, which sounds a little steep, but for the amount of use I get out of them, I completely was able to justify that. And I like Rome just because of how it sounds. But yeah, like I'm really, sounds like raindrops on the window. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. Like, I have Valhalla Room on literally every song I do. This is part of my template. Hey, Adithia 31. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. I guess we're gonna do a little bit more piano, huh? I'm gonna put Raum back on there. We're just kind of chilling now. I'm cool with chilling. Guitar, and I would imagine that guitar in Valhalla Shimmer sounds amazing. Valhalla Shimmer is very niche. But when you need it and you need something that needs shimmer, it's perfect for that. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. So yeah, this song is pretty much done. Compared to the piano, this is like a very, very different feel. But let's listen through it, and we'll just kind of hang out for a little bit. And yeah. But if people have more questions about stuff, I'm more than happy to talk about it. I'm just hanging out right now. I feel like these could use a little bit more depth to them. I feel a little squeaky. You to play the piano? I did take lessons when I was in high school. I took about a year's worth of lessons. Aside from that, it was mostly just messing around. I could be better at piano. I like what I can do, but I feel like I know about 3 or 4 different tricks when it comes to making like good improv piano music, and I just kind of hit those over and over, which isn't bad. It's just like something that I should really strive to improve on more. Oh, sure, Captain Subtle. Yeah, I'll talk about that real quick. So, I have a delay on some of this stuff. Let me go to it real quick. So I have a delay of 522 milliseconds, and I'm actually going to turn off some of my overlay stuff for a second. So just a second, because it's hidden. So when I zoom in down into here, and I highlight a section of the, if I highlight a section of this, it actually shows in the bottom here the length of time that I'm highlighting. So if I highlight this, it says 522, which is 522 milliseconds. So that allows me to set my delays to 522 milliseconds, so I know it's always on the quarter note, so I don't have to mess around with that. Which honestly, I could probably just set this to note and set it to quarter note and do the same thing. But for me, this way is actually a little faster because I can just type in the number real quick. And if I want to change it, then I can just go like half of that, which I think we determined was like 266 or something, or 261. It's like, well, now it's an eighth note. So, that's how I got to that. But yeah, that was a neat little trick. Nice, Pandy. There we go. So this song ended up pretty neat. Yeah, of course. Happy to help. Actually, we were right here. I kind of want to give that a little more bite. I like how that gets cropped off. I'm adding a little bit more layering to this. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate that. Yeah, I kind of dig this one. I've been kind of exploring house music a little bit more lately, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. These streams are a good way of actually doing that, because it gives me the opportunity to just kind of mess around with stuff. Why do I use Ableton? That'd be awesome. I love the Wipeout games. I use Ableton because I just kind of fell into it, really. I used FL Studio for a very long time, and the workflow, it worked with me, but it didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So I just kind of, actually my good friend Avery hassled me for about a year to try Ableton, and then I was stuck with her in Denver for a weekend when we were visiting a friend, and I was forced to try Ableton. Yeah. Yeah. I was forced to try Ableton, and I didn't get it right away, but I did end up getting it, and I liked it a lot. So that's how I ended up using Ableton. I like FL Studio. I think it's a great piece of software. It doesn't work the way I want it to sometimes. So there's no like right or wrong answer to that. It's just like, if it works for you, it works for you. That subtle key change actually helps a lot. I like that. It's a good song. Nice and driving. Tried to go to my following tab on Twitch to see if I can host somebody, but it like kicked me to my stream. Why did it do that? Oh, because they changed how that works. Stop with the echoes. Shut up, Ben. What's David Miner doing? Nice. Let's pop over to him. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you had fun, and I really appreciate all of your suggestions and follows and everything else that happened on this stream. I'm glad that we were able to make a really cool song. So yeah, if you want to know more about me, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Patreon, and YouTube at Ben_Burns. That's BURNES. You can also listen to my music on Spotify at abstraction.rocks. And I'm typing and talking at the same time, which is really hard. And that's pretty much it. If you like this song, it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. And you can follow my Patreon if you like to get a download of it and support me in my studio and all that other fun stuff. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a good one. Take care.